guys, hello, it's Chiropractor, and for today's stream we will be going over, hopefully not your, but some of your Love Island faves. Now let me see. So here we are. So basically, honestly, I don't know, maybe I'll go over two of your weirdo Love Island faves. But for sure, today we're going over Huda because she's a weirdo. She has been a weirdo since she's been on the island. And she's a weirdo now. Now hold on. Let's do like a quick little audio check because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is all recording. Hold on.
Non-Black people have gotten so comfortable with youth.
Okay. Let's see how that is.
The N-word and slurs against us that brands are actually
hesitant. I could hear it by itself.
To even take away their campaigns.
All right. So let me do a quick sound check. I must know the audio. Right, guys. I don't know, maybe I'll go over two of you. Let's see how that is.
The N-word and slurs against us.
So you could hear that. So, anyways, just had to do a little audio check, make sure that everything could be heard. Sorry, I normally do that before the stream, but I forgot this time. And I just wanted to make sure that everything is going to be heard, so it's not just like me talking over nothing. But basically, some of your guys' Love Island fave, unfortunately, not mine though. Mine is Landria. Some of your guys' Love Island fave was recently caught in some hot water for being on a live stream with her boyfriend and laughing at another cast member being called the N-word. So this is like completely inappropriate. It's not okay. With the platform she has, the following, the brand deals, people looking up to her, you know, just having like so much momentum. All of these things combined for her to have that reaction was just insane. So let's get into the reaction, right? Because I'm just yapping and you haven't seen it, if you haven't, right? So this is what happens. Her and her boyfriend Louis, Huda Mustafa, and her boyfriend Louis, I don't know his last name, they were live and a fan called Alandria the N-word. Let's hear it.
Hello?
Okay, why is there music in this clip? Hold on.
Maybe you might want to turn the
Why the fuck? Oh, I think they were playing music. Okay, let's just listen in. And on copyright.
Hello?
Maybe you might want to turn the one. Hello?
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned that shit on.
So
Hey.
that's one, but I heard it even clearer. So let me try like another video. Let me see. It's because these are like reposts. Okay, let's try this one.
Hello?
Maybe you might want to turn the one. Hello?
Listen.
Whoa, hey.
So, I mean, you can clearly hear what's said, right? So that we're not gaslit for future references, we all clearly heard what was said, right? So, that's that. Now, okay, let's do another one. Here. Let me see. Okay. So, then you have this. You have the inward apologies, right? So here we go. This one apparently has her apology.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, I sent that shit off.
And like, let me quickly like chime in and say, like, this woman clearly just heard what was said. We all heard what was said. You can like go and watch the video yourself, like straight up. You can hear that it's pretty clear. But just imagine them. They have the phone right next to their ear. They hear it. Like, if it sounds like a little muffled for you guys to hear a video, do you not think that I, the person that has it right next to my ear, can hear it perfectly fine? Because, I mean, that's kind of how that works. So, yeah. You know.
Yeah, what the fuck? What did they say?
So, so this is not her original. Yeah, this is not her original. So, that is not even, I mean, at least she said more, but it's like, girl, that was not her initial response. Okay. So, let's see.
Landria just called out Huda.
Let me see.
Landria has just
See, I feel like
responded.
this is not. Okay, let's just look at Lewis's thing since we found it, right? I think we found Lewis's thing. Okay, so this is
Louis has
Lewis's
also
statement.
posted a statement in
I
regards
guess his
to
name
his
is
live
Louis, not Lewis. Okay.
photo from yesterday. He posted this on his IG story. I'd like to extend my sincerest apologies to all those affected by the caller who used language that completely goes against.
Okay, so these are not the initial responses. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I put apology. I'm going to put initial response. You guys can pause and read for those, but the original responses are more telling, okay?
Louis made a response video on his Snapchat. You guys must
To fucking run with hate.
Okay.
prank call that him and Huda picked up.
Okay, so let's
video.
listen to this creator because I don't know. It's like they scrubbed the internet. I can't find the proof. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But don't worry. We found this. So, we found something. Don't worry, guys. Okay.
You guys must see this. This is
Giving
absolutely.
QTC Cinderella. Like, is Huda trying to scrub the internet? What's going on?
Since then, deleted this Snapchat as he should because he should have never posted it. And this is in response to the prank call that him and Huda picked up on his live where someone called Alandria the N-word.
So this is just an opportunity for the haters of my girl to fucking run with hate.
What?
The fact people calling her racist and then calling me racist. Sorry.
I'm gonna chime in. I fucking hate this shit. I hate this rhetoric. I'm sorry, but who you're dating is not a reason for if you're racist or not. I have seen many a white women who date and who you have children with, by the way, because they will date black people and have children that are black and still be racist. So who you associate with, who you're friends with, who you're dating, who your family is, and who your kids are does not absolve you of fucking racism. I'm sick and tired of this rhetoric. I am sick and tired. Like, we're gonna just absolve people of racism because they have a black person in their life? Like, what? Are we for real right now? I mean, let's go back to the 1900s. Let's go back to the 1800s. They had a black person in their life and that person didn't even necessarily want to be there. There was like slavery going on. So let's just think things through, okay? You knowing a black person does not mean that you're not racist. You dating a black person does not mean that you're not racist. It's you doing the work to not be racist and not think racist thoughts, and to like not only not thinking racist thoughts, because I mean, it's not about that. It's really about like educating yourself and being willing to listen to black voices, like all of the such. And she's not doing any of that, okay? So her dating you is not enough. She's not, no.
Cough, cough. I don't know if you can fucking see. I'm black. Yeah?
I'm black. Yeah? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Louis. You are, first of all, you're not even like fully black. You're mixed with black. So I feel like that matters too, because for you to say that the person you're dating is not racist and you're like, oh, I'm black, acknowledge the fact that you're mixed with black, because the person you're dating could also be colorist or racist too. I've known people that literally have told me they will not date a black person when I was friends with like problematic people when I was like 13, 14, 15. So they would tell me that they would not date a black person, yet they would be interested in a light-skinned boy. So it's like, yeah, they know how to pick and choose, okay? They're smarter than they look. They know the hierarchies, they know the systems, they know the things they pretend not to know. They see things. So don't trust this bullshit. But yeah, he's literally light-skinned. He cannot just sit here and say that she's not racist for dating him, because that's not enough. Even if he was dark-skinned, it wouldn't be enough. But, you know, you get the point I'm making. Like I've literally known people that said they would not date black people, but they were interested in light-skinned boys. So they have a problem with the shade. Let's be for real.
First time you've ever
No,
said that.
not the darkest, but I've definitely been kicked in the face with it, right?
And good thing he said, well, I'm not the darkest. Well, at least he can acknowledge that. But like, you should have just not made the entire post at all.
And she's with me. So, make it make sense, bro. Bro, the world...
It's crazy because I did not know about this man, like, at all. I just saw that they got together after Love Island, and that's pretty much it, because I didn't keep up with her. I only keep up with Alandria. That's, like, I love Alandria, you know, she's amazing. But, yeah.
It's gone to shit, bruv. Like, our kids are gonna grow up in, like, this fucking cancel culture.
Well, this response is laughable. I've literally
No, our
never...
kids. Oh, he's planning to have kids with her already? Okay. Or maybe he just means our kids in general, like, as a collective, like, all of our kids are gonna grow up in this cancel culture. I don't know.
Heard Louis Russell ever even say that he was a black man. He is mixed, and I'm not one to gatekeep blackness. However, don't use I'm a black man when it's convenient for you, okay?
Yes.
Your mother's white,
Yes, this is what I'm fucking talking about.
dad's black, and you literally have never claimed blackness until now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, just because someone dates someone who's black doesn't mean they can't be racist. If you at all identified with being black, you would understand that.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that
Exactly. Thank you, sister, because I don't know what he's talking about.
he's just using it to be like, oh, the haters are haters. How about you address the racism? How about you be like, that was absolutely disgusting. I can't believe that. Instead, you guys are just getting defensive about the fact that people are upset that you laughed at Alandria being called the N-word. And as a black man, as you say, I'm surprised that you would laugh at that. We made a response video on his Snapchat. You guys...
Yeah, I don't know why he laughed so hard. Also, let's just see this one more time. Okay? Oh, the sound is not available. They're really trying to scrub the internet.
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned that shit on.
Hey.
Yo, what did they say?
They laughed so hard, and then Huda tries to follow it up with, what did they say? What was just said? What were we laughing at? Like, girl, you know what you just laughed at. let's just be for real. I don't know if this was her grasping for straws, like immediately just looking for an out, but it's just like, girl, nothing is going to save you from what we have just witnessed in front of our eyes. Okay, so I'm
glad.
Now, I personally thought that the
posted
majority of the
this
response.
caption as well, praising them after deleting.
I'm glad no one laughed at that one.
They stopped themselves.
I'm glad that was
Nah,
silent.
they're trying to help you out.
Bodily thing, so
Y'all both, I see you both smiling. But y'all.
Now,
It's crazy because their initial responses. Okay, there we go.
I
Let's
truly
just
wish
see.
you would have just prioritized that.
So this is like a little callback to the reunion when, because this is what like really just made me realize like, yeah, no, Huda's never. Oh, thank you so much to my latest follower, and Jessica Smith 2007. Thank you so much. And you said something. Let's see. Actually, wait. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me make this chat. I'm gonna put the chat over here because it didn't pop up. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my setup always just randomly changes. Okay, this is not eating. Hold on. Okay, I feel like the Discord number can be covered. Wait. Ah, Liz. If you'd love to see some, then feel free to add me on Discord. Oh my god. Okay, you can add me on Discord if you want. My Discord number is right there, and my name, if it asks for the number, it's right there, but I don't know if it does ask for the number anymore. I honestly need to test that out. Sorry, let me fix this. I'm sorry. Okay, but anyways, basically, the point I'm making is that this is a callback to the reunion. This is a really big reason I didn't like Huda. I mean, I didn't like her a lot for so many things throughout the season. I really tried to like her. I really tried to give her a chance. I really tried. I listened to so much discourse. I tried to hear out other sides and stuff, but it was never hitting. Sorry. So this is a callback to the reunion when Alandria very, very specifically asks Huda to address the racism that Huda's fans have been subjecting Alandria to. And Huda makes it about herself. And to clarify the type of racism that Alandria was going through with her fans, with Huda's fans, she was literally like, her face was being like plastered onto George Floyd as a meme for like these Love Island and Huda fans, you know? So, yeah.
To just address the racism and the bullying towards me and
With
Shelly.
like a knee on her neck, you know? So it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like in the climate that we're going through, just, no.
Since that was spewed out the most. That hurt. I was getting hated on as well, racially. I get that.
See, so let's go back.
Truly wish you would have just prioritized that moment to just address the racism and the bullying towards me and Shelly, since that was spewed out the most. That hurt. I was getting hated on as well, racially. I get that, but your face was not plastered on George Floyd's body. I didn't even see that. I told you that.
This was as a result.
It was that bad either.
So she, yeah, but she tried to make it about herself. So it's just like, her instant response is that, oh, I was receiving hate as well racially. And the way she says it, hate as well racially. Alandria didn't say hate. She said racism, because it's racism. Like, what do you mean hate? Anyways, That's how you know it's not on the same level. And she should have just straight up addressed it. It's just weird. Moving on.
Don't
But I
either.
explained
Me
it in
addressing
the
bullying
airport, like
is
that,
like is hurt. That hurt.
and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't make the post.
I'm glad you've grown from it now, but that hurt, bro.
I'm really sorry.
We was close.
I'm really, like,
And
truly.
you didn't speak up for me.
And then, so yeah, she literally didn't speak up for her, and then this is what happened then.
Whoa, hey.
Yo, it's in the.
And they were laughing, and the only one who cut it out was Lewis, because he was laughing, and then he's like, hey, like, he locked in. His black side locked in. He was like, whoa, that offends me a little bit. But yeah, so don't be gaslit, because she didn't even stop the laughing. He stopped it.
Hey.
Yo, what did they say?
And then saying, what did they say? And then this was her initial response. Thank you. I don't know why it was so hard to find. So she says, also, laughter was because it was awkward. Like, who the heck says something offensive like that on a call on his live? And as you can hear me say, what did they say? And they said a bad word, because that's all I heard was the bad word. It was awkward and inappropriate. Whoever said it was in the wrong. So let me just break it down. So right here she says, also laughter was because it was awkward. Okay, I understand awkward laughter, but that was like, oh, this shit's funny, really funny laughter. So moving on. Like, who the heck says something offensive like that on a call on his live? And as you can, who says it? I don't know, but you laughed at it. And then on his live, and as you can hear me say, what did they say? That was your cop out, your scapegoat, like I said, like you said. And they said a bad word, another scapegoat. So we have two goats on the road, because that's all I heard was the bad word. I think you heard a little more than that. But even if all you heard was the bad word, you laughing at that is crazy. And I saw a TikTok on that as well. So yeah, crazy. It was awkward and inappropriate. Whoever said it was in the wrong. So right there, you're trying to absolve yourself of any wrongdoing, of anything, like any accountability. So that's pretty crazy there. And then here's what Lewis says on his initial Instagram. Start off by saying, don't condone no racism. Sorry, let me get in my little... I'm going to act like that guy from the most recent season of Love Island Games, Tyreek. Yeah, I hate him. I'm going to act like him. Start off by saying, don't condone no racism, but something happened on my live with a prank call, and someone said something in a slur. I laughed and hung up because all I understood was the slur. But now, finding out there was a name in front of it, but we didn't hear that. So, just want to say that as much as people want to call me a clout chaser and all, that basically hate the Love Island fan base, and as a black man who has experienced enough racism all my life, I don't even want to give the person that said the slur the satisfaction that they get from this. But I have to come here and say something, because it wasn't what we heard. Yes, the fuck it was. You heard everything. So that's what Lewis, the British black man, said. You know, there's nothing wrong with being British and black. It's just being black and letting others use you as a scapegoat. Like I said, you know, whatever region you're from, even Americans, you know, even, I mean, any region like that lets themselves, like, let's say like one person that, like, not region, sorry, let's say one person that, like him, like one person that lets himself be not fully defending their people, or getting paid from a politician to be saying some like crazy stuff, you know, examples like that, like it's just wrong. I don't know. And yeah, like black people like that, I feel like they definitely don't represent like how we all feel. I mean, none of us can represent how we all feel, but like definitely the ones who are getting paid off by like politicians, like if they're getting paid off by like, you know, like politicians to like spread their message, like I don't know, Candace Owens, like I don't know if she's getting paid for that stuff that she does, but honestly she probably just does that on her own volition. I don't know. But the point I'm making is that it's just weird, like when people decide to, it's like weird when like black people or people, even other people of color, decide to like get paid off by like, you know, conservatives that are like kind of having them say things that are not in their best interest. Like it's just weird, it's sad, like they're just using them as a pawn. Or like even like this situation, like being used as a pawn in your relationship. But I mean, he probably just used himself as a pawn. I don't know. Because I don't know if HUDA even asked him to say this or if he just felt the need, you know? So. And then this was HUDA's second Instagram post. She says, y'all, first of all, clickbait using a sensitive
Wait, I'm sorry, but tell me what I just seen on Twitter or on TikTok that somebody nutted on Dean. What does that even mean?
Ew.
What does that even mean?
This is why I don't like Dean. He's weird. But
No!
well, actually, I don't care about that. It's because he said he would switch sites. But anyways, so she says, y'all, first of all, clickbait using a sensitive topic is actually insane. Me and Lewis did not hear what was said in that no caller ID call on live. Only the racial slur, which we hung up immediately. So it's not clickbait. That's actually crazy. I don't condone anything of the sort. Whoever called purposefully, continuously called while we were live. I really don't condone racism, which is why it was immediately hung up. If you really don't condone racism, then you really wouldn't have laughed at it that hard. But continue. Once again, we did not hear it very well, considering it sounded like a child. Only the last slur. Okay, so you're laughing at the slur. Got it. Even though you really don't condone racism, you're laughing at the slur. Got it. You can't even keep up with your own lies. You are just contradicting yourself. Which is why it was immediately hung up. Once again, we did not hear, and it wasn't immediately hung up. You laughed for like a good second and then you hung up. I feel you hung up when Lewis was like, nah. But anyways, to save face. Once again, we did not hear it very well, considering it sounded like a child. Only the last slur. I just wanted to address this before it blows out of proportion. So, yes, that was her initial response and Lewis's initial response. Very weird. So, and then we can see Alandria's initial response too, if we can find it. Hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're adding Alandria to this and just seeing her initial response, if we can find it. I don't know. Yeah, no. Okay, so there we go.
Landria just called out Huda and Louie. Landria has just responded about Huda and Louie laughing.
So let's listen to this TikToker's response. Sorry, I did not mean to be cutting off the TikToker's name. Okay, there we go.
A racist joke that was said on the phone about her. Now, Alandria says, I don't condone racism of any kind, nor do I entertain it. That level of language is never acceptable. Not in anger, not as a joke, not ever. Words like that carry generations of pain, and pretending otherwise only keeps the cycle going. Defending it, laughing about it, or making excuses is even worse. I will not let this moment derail my purpose of uplifting my community. I'm standing firm in who I am and using this as an opportunity to call for real accountability and awareness. We all have a role in building a culture where speaking to one another with respect is the standard, and where speaking against hate speech is the bare minimum. While I anticipate this will result in surface level apologies that fade in a few days, I'd like to transform this moment into something actionable. I encourage those who have participated in the stream and their followers to demonstrate.
She said, I know that they're just gonna do surface level apologies. It's just gonna fade in a few days. What they're gonna do about this, it's not gonna matter. But I'm going to do some lasting change. So I would like to do something at least actionable and donate. So that's amazing.
Genuine commitment to anti-racism by donating to organizations and foundations dedicated to educating and uplifting this community, such as, and then she lists all of them, and in the next post she literally shares donation links to contribute in support of the HBCUs and underfunded educational resources for Black students. Now, I'm afraid Alandria stood 10 toes down. She was not playing. She called them out.
Exactly. I completely agree. She really, like, 100% ate that up. And the thing is that was her initial response when everything happened. Her initial response, these were all around the same time. That was her initial response. And the other one that I showed you was Huda's initial response, the two, where she was, like, annoyed. And her eyes were rolled, by the way. Her eyes were rolled, by the way, if you go back. And this is Alandria's response. She's not even the person who did it, and she made a better statement than the people who did it. She did something better. So, saying something.
Without saying their name. Now that was a mature, appropriate response. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Alandria just called out Huda and Louie. Alandria has just...
That was her response. So I haven't seen this discourse about it.
Truly wish you would have just
okay, well, I already seen this one. Okay. So, okay, so Gymshark does not like Huda. Okay, Huda Beauty does not like Huda. But I don't like the Huda Beauty response just because, right here they say, while we value the partnership we had with Huda, her recent behavior and the way the situation was handled does not reflect our brand's principles. As a result, we have decided to end our partnership and remove any related content from our social media, our social platform, and in-store displays. Accountability is incredibly important in moments like this, and we hope meaningful change can come from it. Okay, sorry, I think it was the first one. At Huda Beauty, kindness and humanity are at the heart of everything we do. Unfortunately, one of our recent collaborators has displayed behavior that does not align with our values. We are truly disappointed by Huda Mustafa's recent live, and we We take all forms of racism very seriously. While we don't believe her actions reflect her character, we found them deeply unsettling. So right there they said, while we don't believe her actions reflect her character, we found them deeply upsetting. So if you don't think it reflects her character and you don't want her to reflect your brand, but you find it upsetting, it all doesn't add up. Why would you even give her that little out? Why would you give her that scapegoat? Like, no, it does reflect her character, because like it 100% reflects upon her character if it would reflect upon your brand, right? I mean, it's like the same logic. So, yeah. So, you guys can pause to read, but I'll give like a quick little summary of what a lot of the Islanders were saying. So Iris Kindle on her Instagram, she says, I would like to take this moment to say I do not condone racism whatsoever. This is a topic that I don't take lightly and I want to address because it's harmful and hurtful. I have never and will never support hate of any kind. Okay. I hope we can all keep showing love.
Truly wish you would have just prioritized.
So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I truly hate Austin, but he's a Trump supporter. He's weird. I don't like him. But we can see his response.
Hey guys, stop spamming the same questions in my lives, please. I'm not talking about certain situations. It just
Of course he's
that's
Of course he's not.
private situations. I you shouldn't have to give your opinion on everything. Some things are better.
What? It's not private. See, this is he's a Trump supporter. So I was like, I can't even say like, oh, this is white activism, but this is why a lot of times white activism and conservatives sound exactly the same, because you guys will say stuff like this.
Private. Yeah, no. Do I talk to Huda?
Not all white activism. It's just the white allies, the white saviors that act like their opinion and their words matter more than the people of color. They won't like uplift those voices, and they won't listen to them. They only value, so it's just weird.
Question is I'm sorry. Why didn't I run the marathon? Cause bro, I can't run a marathon.
He's so stupid. No offense to stupid people. So ew. Now I love when Austin speaks. He's so irrelevant. This is the only good comment. Okay. Anyways. Sorry, I guess you're gonna see how much of a hater I am in real life, in real time, because, yeah, no. I hate Austin. So, moving on. He's literally a racist man. Was reposting stuff about Haitians. Like, hell no. He's not okay. I think that was pretty much all the discourse, but, I mean, looks like over here some more stuff was coming up. Oh, yeah, I guess PPG. Oh my god, this has to be Huda's friends. Leah did not say the word. Can you guys stop with this rhetoric? She was just there. Like, she was just there, posing. Her mouth was open. She did not mouth the N-word, okay? So, let's look at some of the other discourse that came about from this and, see how some other people felt about the things that were going on, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Are you going to dance later?
Ja, ich werde tanzen. Yeah, we're going to dance. We wait for Vienna.
live interview. So
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I don't think I trust the Kardashians. I think that they are wrapped in with Trump, and I'm scared. So, yeah, that's very weird for me. I used to really like the Kardashians, but I think that they are. I don't know. I used to love the Kardashians. I used to seriously love the Kardashians, but I think they're wrapped up with Trump, and I don't know. Okay.
non-black people have gotten so comfortable with using the N-word and slurs against us that brands are actually hesitant to even take away their campaigns. Like with Huda, the reason why she laughed was because she thought it was funny, because no one has ever checked her. No one has checked her because of her proximity to blackness. When people get away with disrespecting black culture, black people, black women, etc., other people see this and they're like, okay, like, what is the big deal? Black culture, black people, we have not really checked anyone. If a caller called in and used a slur against any other racial, religious, or sexual oriented group, her brands would be gone the next day, because any of those group members do not play about that. They don't play about that. And they will check anyone who disrespects their culture. We don't. It's such a nuanced topic. And we're like, well, you know, she did live here. She does have black friends. Well, and it's always a if and but when it comes to people who align themselves with black culture. The most disappointing thing is on the Shade Room or any of these other blog sites, there's black women who are defending her. And they're like, oh, it was just an awkward moment. Do you genuinely think if someone called in disrespecting Palestine that she would have laughed? Like, ask yourself this. If you are earnest with yourself, ask yourself this. In fact, she would have ended that stream immediately, because she would know in an instant that her brands would be gone. She would know that in that moment. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be awkward, because then she's like, okay, I cannot play around. Genuinely don't understand how it's so easy to disrespect black culture and black people and it not go unchecked, or if it does, it's only a little bit of action that's taken. But if someone uses a slur against any other racial or religious group, everyone is up in arms. Why is it so easy to disrespect black people but not another group? I genuinely want the same outrage that other religious, racial, sexual oriented, cultural groups have when someone disrespects them.
Okay, so I'm not sure how long this TikTok is, but you guys can go listen to the rest of it if you're interested. She's saying good points here. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to someone else's opinion now. Someone said, girl, no way Huda Beauty actually dropped Huda from their collab after the live where Huda laughed at a fan calling Alandria the N-word.
What the f? Huda? 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 Girl, I have a secret to tell you. Everyone knows.
What? You're a mommy?
What? What the f?
Okay. Let me see. So I think that was just... I don't think it was like any added thing. I don't know. I don't think there's really any other discourse. I think we're good. Oh my god, I didn't know Wendy did this, but I don't like Wendy because she literally hung out with DDG. Anyone who hangs out with DDG is a weirdo. DDG is a weirdo. I don't care. I don't care. If there's allegations that you hit your baby mama, that is enough, okay?
Babe, are you talking about how Blueface is with DDG right now?
No,
Blueface
what?
just got out, like,
I don't
an
like
hour
Blueface
ago.
anyway. Blueface literally exposed his newborn child.
Yeah, they like...
And I did not know he got out.
Now. It's like crazy. He just got out of jail.
Oh my god, bro. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, that's a whole.
That's crazy. Okay, hold on. I don't like Wendy because she likes DDG, and I don't like anyone who likes DDG because he literally has allegations that he hit the Queen, Holly Bailey. Am I saying her name right? The Little Mermaid. Okay. Okay. Put some respect on her name. I love her. I love that woman. Okay. I will go to war for her. Like, if no one believes her, then I have died. I have been killed, okay? No. Just kidding. I would never die. Queen never die. Okay.
I don't know where she got that from. Valentina, you're gonna get me canceled. You're gonna get me canceled by saying that. Who taught you that?
What? Okay, that's silly. But yeah, I feel like she's just making baby noises, but I don't like her just because her collaborations with DDG. If you don't respect how a man is treating another woman, how are you going to respect how he treats any woman or any person? You're just not safe for women, other women, because you see that he has all these allegations, you still hang out with him. And then, like, he has what he's gonna do to another girl, and then he's gonna have more allegations, and then you're still gonna hang out with him? Or like, what does it take for you to stop hanging out with someone like that? You know, it's just, I don't like people that hung out with him like right when those allegations came out, and they were very popular. Like, I didn't like those people that were hanging out with him. Okay. So last but not least, I guess since hold on. I guess since my husband told me, I can check on what
used to be.
Check on what Blueface.
I feel like there used to be more people live at like this time.
Oh my fucking gosh! So he's back with Krishan. I can't. I actually can't.
I gotta explain. They know what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for something that's like, man. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because it's like, you wonder when these people will stop coming back, and they just don't. Like, just please. I mean, they can come back. It's just the fact that they come back and they have not changed. So what, they're gonna repeat another cycle? Are they gonna have another baby? Is she gonna get pregnant again? Like, what? Why? First day out, they're together. I'm sick. Oh my god. I'm getting whiplash. Like,
are you looking at stuff?
No, I just saw Blueface and Krishan together, and I'm getting whiplash back to, like, what, 2024, 2023. Oh my god. When I was in my Zeus craze, I was following them all throughout their journey, okay? Saw Krishan all through Baddies. Loved that, okay? Very entertaining. Then I also saw her on South Central Baddies. Also saw her on Blueface Bad Girls. So I was literally following, it all. The Blueface Bad Girls, I didn't see that one right when it came out, but I, like, seen it when I was, like, watching all their stuff on Zeus. But yeah, so then we watched the Krishan and Blueface show. Saw her get pregnant with Junior. Saw her get in the hot tub, say she didn't want the baby. Saw Tashika get her out the hot tub. Like, just saw the whole journey of her saying she didn't want the baby. She was 5 months pregnant, saying, like, can I get an abortion? And then the doctor was like, I don't know. And then it was just a lot. And then I think, still drinking and smoking during all this, allegedly. I don't know. And then she came back onto baddies, pregnant too, and had her friends fighting her sister. And then next season came back, and then her sister, there was just really bad things, really, really, really bad allegations against her sister. That's why I don't like Tasheki. I don't know. She's Molesky, okay? You can look into that yourself. Look it up. Moleski, you know? Or just look up Teshi allegations. I don't know, something like that. You'll probably find out the information. But yeah, basically, I feel like, you know, that whole thing came out. Then that was like all she was there for. But that part, no, that those were like, also, those were connected. So she was there that season, and then she also came back the next season to talk about the allegations. And that's when she had Junior with her, the baby. And her name is, her child is named Krishan as well, by the way. So that's why the child is named Junior. And then there's like also allegations that, you know, she doesn't like fully say the truth about everything, because she has probably drinking and smoked throughout her pregnancy. So, you know, people do speculate that there could be issues that she doesn't talk about. And it's like, she cannot talk about issues, but it feels like she's lying in a way about things. It's not like having privacy for your child. Like, I have no issue with that. It's just that it feels like she's just lying for a different reason, like to more cover up the fact of like everything she has done when she was pregnant. I don't know. It's all just a bit much for me. And then I don't know. And then she also said that she was going to change, do better, turning yourself to God. I was like, okay, let's see this, you know, great. She said she was going to talk to Blueface. I was believing her. I was like feeling bad for her. I was following with her. I was like, okay, great, she's growing. And then I just feel like everything went downhill. Like, she was still talking to Blueface. She went to jail. Her sisters were taking care of Junior, and Junior seemed to be doing better with the sister. Just so much, man. Like, I really was rooting for her, and then she just disappointed, for real. I thought that she was gonna turn things around for the better, and I don't know, maybe she still will one day, but I think for now she's still doing the same cycles. Maybe she's like maybe she's in a toxic kind of, first of all, a toxic relationship with Blueface, but second of all, you know, a drug addiction. And I think that drug, alcohol addiction, whatever it may be, I think that she needs to get help, hopefully, and hopefully she can change. I low-key don't see any hope for Blueface. I don't know why. I don't know. Men, I don't know. No, men can be saved. It's just like, he is not. He's a bad father, okay? He has had like 3 children to try to get things right, and he's still making the same mistakes. So I'm not really seeing the best for him, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Maybe he'll grow too. I don't trust it. I mean, he just seems like a pretty toxic person. And the fact that she keeps going back to him, it makes her toxic too. So, I don't know. I guess that was my little Krishan and Blueface rant, because I guess I was rooting for Krishan, you know, but I don't know, man. But I hope everyone has a fantastic, fantabulous, amazing day. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I hope that, hopefully, you know, thought about some things. Hopefully you felt some things. Hopefully you learned some things. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you did learn some things. truly. Because I really am trying to point out some things socially that are going on so that you can realize, if you haven't, like, oh yeah, that is kind of weird, like, let me like avoid those type of people, those type of situations, you know, it's kind of like a helping ear, I guess, another point of view, especially from a black woman, because, you know, I feel like I just have another layer of knowing, you know, like the Matrix or something. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a great day. Goodbye.